You, and now I'd like to yield 4 minutes to the representative from Ohio, Representative Sykes.
Gentlelady from Ohio is recognized for 4 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in strong opposition to House Joint Resolution 27, which would nullify the rule titled Revised Definition of Waters of the United States. As the vice-ranking member of the Water Resources and Environment Subcommittee, I am extremely aware of the crucial role clean water plays in the success of our nation's economy, including agriculture and energy development, as well as the health of our communities. The resolution is the latest attempt to attack long-standing critical safeguards for clean water with an utter disregard for the devastating impact this will have on hardworking American families. In Ohio, we've had to bear the brunt of reckless disregard for safeguards that have contaminated water supplies and caused irreversible harm, some of which we can't even begin to quantify. My colleague so aptly identified multiple issues in examples from Ohio that explain why it's so necessary to protect our water, and whether it is toxic chemicals from a train derailment or a burning lake, imagine that, or compromised drinking water due to algal blooms, which happened in Northeast Ohio, our Great Lake, Lake Erie, which is a significant resource of us for us in our Ohio community, and a good, clean water source has been impacted, and many others across the country could be as well. Mr. Speaker, this legislation unquestionably undermines the Clean Water Act, and it is unnecessary and a glaring attack on future attempts to protect our nation's water and quality. When a rule is undone using the Congressional Review Act process, future administrations are prevented from issuing rules that are substantially the same, which could and very likely undermine agencies in their activities to stop bad actors who pollute our waterways. I understand the need for regulatory certainty, and I certainly want to help us achieve that, whether it is to provide certainty for businesses, local governments, state governments, farmers, hunters, fishers, and Americans, or builders. We deserve that certainty, but isn't it important, Mr. Speaker, to ensure that our constituents, including my constituents in Ohio 13, have certainty when they turn on the tap, and they are sure that they are not drinking toxic water that may be a carcinogen that will impact their health in the future. It is important that all people, regardless of where they live, their economic standing, their creed or color, has access to clean water. It is how we put people above politics. I urge my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to vote no, emphatically, and I yield back.